baked pasta with earthy mushrooms and oozing fontina cheese. Che profumi! Buongiorno, benvenuti. We are in Valdosta. Valdosta, the smallest region of Italy, nestled under Switzerland and France and up from Piemonte. And we're gonna have lots of the food there. It's rich, it's wonderful, it's delicious. And Cody, the chef de cuisine of Kansas City, is here with me. And we're gonna cook up a storm. Cody, how you doing?
Doing great.
You're already cooking the pasta. You're
trying to move this along.
Absolutely.
I'm hungry.
Are you telling me I'm slow?
Oh no, that you're not.
Now, Cody, you're doing another interesting dish, and that's a pasticciata alla valdostana, which is a mushroom pasticciata. So you go right ahead.
Start with a little butter.
I'm going to be your sous chef today.
Okay.
How's that for a change? So you can boss me around.
I like that.
Can I should chop some mushrooms?
Yes, we have had quite a few different mushrooms here, but I imagine what you can get in your market at the time is what you would use.
We have here, we have chanterelles, we have these are the...
White trumpet.
The white trumpet, and they're meaty and they're delicious.
Yeah, and kind of sweet.
Yeah, go ahead, you want to put those in? I will finish cutting this. And we have the shiitake here. Cody, you've been to Italy several times. We've been together several times. You know the Valdosta? It's right under Monte Bianco, the Matterhorn, the Monte Rosa. They're the three highest European peaks. And on the Italian side is Valdosta, nestled right there. So it really is beautiful. It's go ahead. Oh. Since you're doing your
salt. So is this something where you want to caramelize the onions, or could we put a top on it, or the mushrooms to speed it up?
Do you know it's going to be sauteed? No. You want to get the water out of the mushrooms because you get the maximum. But then we're going to put some milk, cream, half and half, and we toss it, make it into a sauce. Toss the pasta that's cooking there in there, and then gratinate all of this in the oven, with a nice crunchy top with some fontina cheese. You know fontina cheese? You know fontina cheese because you cook. It's that fontina cheese is only made in Valdosta. And what's wonderful about it, because it's all about the milk. The cheese is all about the milk and the flavor, is that the cows up there, the pastures are so great that the milk is so rich, and the cheese it has a substantial amount of fat. But it kind of balances. But what it does, it's just that it melts. As soon as it touches heat, even if you have on your hand, it begins to melt, and it's just so creamy and delicious. So I shredded here some fontina, and you can see it's beginning to melt. And it sort of clumps like this together. You know what I do to separate it a little bit? A little grated grana or Parmigiano.
Drier cheese.
Yeah, it just kind of separates. So when we put it on top, you see it becomes already kind of, because otherwise you get those clumps on top. Now, you make, in Lidia's Kansas City, I know we serve, as well as in Lidia's Pittsburgh, which is similar, we have the specialty of 3 pasta every day.
Yes.
You have, and that's popular. Tell me, you and Chef Dan, how do you program? How do you decide which pasta? I know, but I want to hear. I want to hear it.
Well, we start with the season, what's available. We do a lot with local farmers, and so what they have, we try to incorporate that into the pasta menu because we sell a lot of pasta. It's really popular, and it's a good way to support our local farms because we can really use a lot of a good seasonal ingredient.
Yeah, but tell me, what else does Kansas City appreciate as far as Italian food? What do they like there?
Oh, they do love their braised meats, I'll say that. Some of the seafood, we go to a little extra trouble to bring in some nice seafood from the coast. But they do, they love the ribs in any form that we can sneak those in.
So, I mean, I wouldn't compare with barbecue ribs. but we do our own little sauce, the guazzetto.
Yes, it's a braised sauce. It has a little something you might not see in barbecue, which is go ahead and add the half and half. There's a little orange is nice in it, which kind of adds a nice sweetness. Sometimes we do one that has a little reduction of honey and wine vinegar. That's nice in there, brightens it up.
Right. It's I have because every culture, you know. I mean, you guys in Kansas City think you invented spare ribs, but every culture has their own rendition of spare ribs, and they're delicious. And I know that from what I brought, the big pieces of meat like the ossobuco.
Oh, they love their ossobuco. And now then we use the heritage pork to do this in the same technique, the same braising.
Right.
I think our pasta's getting pretty close here.
Oh, put one here for me. I'm gonna taste it.
So you can give them a little.
Yeah. It's always like tasting it. You know, you gotta taste it. We right on.
Right in.
Yep, I think so.
You know, we do a pasta similar to this. We do it with a fresh pasta. It's a whole wheat pappardelle with cabbage and with the mushrooms, sometimes with pancetta or bacon. It's also nice.
Yeah. And then I have buttered a baking pan. That should be enough here, no?
Yeah. But
is that done?
I think we are ready here.
Okay. So
should we do this in layers, or you?
I think layers. Yeah, you put some. You put some. Okay. So should we put a little bit here? Go ahead.
This is already delicious.
And this is, yeah, you could eat it like this. There's no... Okay. Well, that looks good. So this, if you put it in the oven, hot like this, what about 400 degree? This in 20 minutes will have a nice crust without any problem. If you want to do it in advance, but I would suggest that you do it like this, from the pot into the oven. Otherwise you can make it in advance, and then you can put a foil tent over it and let it come back to temperature in the oven, and then uncover it and let it crisp. But like this hot, all you need is crispy. And the grated cheese, the grana on top, will give it an extra crunchiness.
Extra crunch.
The one thing I always do.
Clean the edge.
Yes, because so this way, if it bakes onto it, you know, you bring it to the table, then it's tough to clean. So clean it before you put it in the...
And it looks nice at the table.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we'll put that in. Let me serve you. You worked so hard. A little bit of this smoking, steaming mushroom earthiness, formaggio, fontina. Okay. Let me check.
This is my favorite part.
The smell of crusted cheese when the cheese. Wait, and let me get you a little bit of Barolo here. This is Fontana Fredda, great Barolo from Piemonte. Piemonte is the next region, next to coming down from Valdosta, you enter into Piemonte. So, let's taste first.
Eat me.
It's delicious. You know what I like about it? It's not like that wet. I mean, the flavor permeates everything, but it's not that kind of soggy wet. Everything has the crunchiness
Nice,
and whatever.
The texture, definitely. A little crunch on the outside.
Let's see how it goes with the wine. Perfetto.
That is delicious.
Isn't it good to hear?
With the mushrooms.
The mushrooms
cheese.
and Barolo. But you know, Barolo, la sua morte, or the death of it, ultimately, if it's going to die anyway, it should die with truffles. Barolo and truffles. But mushroom is the next best thing,
yes.
next best thing. So this is delicious. You know, we're pigging away here. Should we invite them? Don't you think so?
I think we should.
That'd be kind. Are you going to invite them, or am I going to invite them?
Let's do it together.
Okay. Chin chin, Cody.
Chin chin.
Grazie. And we're inviting you. Come on. Come to Valdosta with us Tutti a tavola a mangiare. Salute.
È vero.